Hello and welcome, I'm Damon. This is fatmando.co.uk. Now if you're still watching, you might be asking what this is all about. Well, I'm posting to YouTube to document my journey from fat to fit and hopefully motivate myself to stay consistent with my exercise plan. Okay, wanting to share the journey with other people stuck in a similar situation of juggling life, stop-start, fitness, kids, study, all that sort of thing. Hopefully motivate, possibly entertain a few people along the way, and most importantly not die of a heart attack while I'm doing this. Fingers crossed. So ideally I'm looking at this to be a 6-month proposition because 6 months doesn't sound too overwhelming, and being an Aussie living in the UK, exercising through the winter is where I struggle with most. So I want to get this done, plan what I'm going to do over the winter months, and crack on from there. Here to sell your nutrition plan or a gym program. There's plenty of great YouTubers that are doing that, and they've got qualifications. Trained in financial services, a sedentary job, not in medicine, not personal training. I mean, I've been to the gym on and off, clearly, over the years. Had a few great personal trainers, but that's about it. Also, consult a doctor before you start any fitness routine. Okay, point to make as well, I'm starting this from a very low base. So there's going to be minimal equipment, no gym. So the idea is to start training twice a week at an easier level and then build up from there. So we're not here to impress anyone yet, just wanting to be consistent and not burn out by doing too much too soon. Now you might look at me and go, you're not that fat. And yeah, true, I'm not that fat, to be honest, but I'm fat enough that I needed to make a few changes. You know, in my late 40s, I got my 30th high school reunion coming up in 6 months' time. And then my kids make up mean nicknames and tell me to my face. So I've decided, right, no more cheek from my smart aleck kids. Okay, now I don't want to talk the whole time. So what the hell are we here to do? Okay, for the first session. So I'm grabbing these. Okay, and an interval timer on your phone. I'm going to set mine for a minute on, 30 seconds off, but if you want to set yours for 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, that's fine. So we set this to the level you can manage, because there's no good in burning yourself out here, because I'll be starting twice a week and building up slowly-ish. So the idea is that you keep turning up for the next session and then you build from there. Okay, other point to make, is you might look at this and go, skipping, that's what girls did when we were at school. Yes, that's probably true. You know, it's a stupid activity, it's a feminine activity. But if you think about it, that's not actually true, because every boxer in the world, male and female, skips for conditioning. So if it's good enough for Mike Tyson, it's going to be good enough for me. Also, it's a little bit cooler out here at the moment. It's later in the afternoon. So just warning you in advance, you will be seeing this lovely, fully paid off food baby in a bit more detail. So I'm just warning you in advance, this could get a little bit ugly later on. But let's get cracking, and I can stop talking and start exercising. Also, if you want to stretch beforehand, I'd highly recommend that. I've done it already, so I'm fine. I don't need to do it now. So also, you might find when skipping it is fortunately somewhat technique heavy, so you might stop and start a lot first couple of sets, but it's just reality of it. You just have to stick at it and get better, and the fitness will improve. Also, a consequence of skipping on a flat surface like a concrete surface is you might, you see that, scare the hell out of worms. You might notice that you do scare the hell out of the local worm population, and for some reason they get out and run screaming in the opposite directions as fast as worms can. So just be aware of that exciting update. Don't step on them, I guess, or skip them to death by accident. Oh, no, that's a stick.
My head is...
So there you go, I think that was 15. Like I said, the idea here is just to do it, not burn yourself out. You don't want to wake up tomorrow and just go, oh, that was horrific, I hated that. You might feel like now I do a little bit. I was doing 1 minute on, 30 seconds off, and the 30 seconds off seemed to be very, very short. The 1 minute's very long. So if you want to do 30 on, 30 off, do it for 15, 10, whatever. As long as you're breaking a sweat, I guess, and it's a little bit hard. But don't thrash yourself on day one, because the idea is to just to rock up the next day. And on the positive side, if you're talking about good, bad, and indifferent, on the positive side, it's done. I've got all the endorphins now and the sense of virtuousness for being a good boy and finally getting out here and doing this. The bad is that skipping is a little bit of is a very much at times a technique thing and a timing thing. So you just got to persevere. And if you get frustrated, stop and then try again the next set and just keep going. And eventually you'll get to a point where you actually do it at a reasonably good level. And then the conditioning will kick in. But that's it for me. First session's done. Thank goodness for that. So if anyone's still watching, I did fast forward of that skipping bit. You didn't need to see me skip for God knows how long that took. Okay, well that was fun. But that's it. We're done. So see you again, same fat time, same fat session.